Happy day, ladies and gentlemen. Tim Burgess back with Think and Grow Rich, and today we want to go through Specialized Knowledge Part 2. Now, up to this point, we've talked about the desire, the faith, the self-suggestion. Self-suggestion is how we create faith, and the first part of Specialized Knowledge, we talked about specialized knowledge or general knowledge. And we talked about how general knowledge, no matter how much of it we may have or what variety it may be, is of but little use in the accumulation of money. And he talks about how the missing link in all systems of education known to us is how to organize and intelligently direct knowledge once we have it. And then we talked about how Henry Ford, was called an ignorant pacifist, and he won the lawsuit, won $1. Whoop-dee George, right? Then we talked about how this guy named Carnegie. Now remember, Carnegie came to the United States in the mid-1800s as a Scottish immigrant, and he truly had no money. He used to have a job that paid $1.80 a week as a bobbin boy. In other words, he made sure that the thread stayed on the big bobbin in the sew house so they could make the clothing. And he was paid $1.80 a week, and then he became a day laborer in a steel mill. And I don't know all the minute-to-minute accuracies of the entire process that he went through, but eventually he became the wealthiest man in the world in the steel industry. Now he owns steel mills, he's the wealthiest man in the world, and he says this. Andrew Carnegie stated that he personally knew nothing about the technical end of the steel business. Moreover, he did not particularly care to know anything about it. Huh? Yeah, see, the specialized knowledge which he required for the manufacturing and marketing of steel he found available through the individual members of his mastermind unit. Now we'll get to the power of the mastermind in chapter 10, but basically what he's saying is surround yourself with people who have specialized knowledge in the areas that'll serve the business that you're devoting your time to. This really isn't that hard. So what in the world did Carnegie do then? I mean, truly, if Carnegie didn't know anything about the technical end of the manufacturing or marketing of steel, the last time I checked, he wasn't a scientist. The last time I checked, he wasn't one of those things called a metallurgist. He wasn't an attorney or an accountant, which of course he had to have to run a company. So what in the world did Carnegie do? What did he do that allowed him to become the wealthiest man in the world? Well, first of all, we remember that he surrounded himself with people who had the specialized knowledge that he did not have. What he mastered was his ability to get these people to work together in a spirit of perfect harmony to the direction of one definite end. Now, some of you may be thinking that's all he did. Well, have you ever tried to get 2 or even 3 people to work together in a spirit of perfect harmony? Carnegie was able to do that with the mastermind that consisted of over 50 people, depending upon which biography you read. So he was a master at getting people to work together in a spirit of harmony. He was a master at getting people to police themselves and to grow from within and to follow his coaching and his guidance. He was a master at that. And that allowed him to become the wealthiest man in the world. So the specialized knowledge that Andrew Carnegie held was the ability to get people to work together in a spirit of perfect harmony. Now, in this mastermind, you had all different sorts of personalities. You had all sorts of different likes and dislikes. People from all sorts of religions, people from both sides of the fence as far as politics goes. But Carnegie was a master at getting them to work together to one definite end, which was the manufacturing and marketing of steel for a profit. And that's really all he did. So when we sit around and we think about, well, what the heck did Carnegie do? Gosh, that'd been a pretty easy job, really. Think about that for a minute. That's probably one of the hardest jobs there is to get that many people to work together in a spirit of perfect harmony. Like I said, have you ever tried to get 2 or 3 people to work together? Now, he goes on in this chapter and he says that first thing we have to do is decide the sort of specialized knowledge that you require and the purpose for which it is needed. And to a large extent, your major purpose in life, the goal toward which you're working, will determine not only the type of specialized knowledge that you need to acquire, but also the type of specialized knowledge that you want to surround yourself with. You know, for example, if you own a company, are you the accountant? Are you the attorney? Do you build your own websites? Do you do all of your social media marketing and all of this other stuff? See, I personally know nothing about that. I know nothing about how all of this stuff works to make sure you get it. Somebody else is doing that. The only thing I'm specializing in want to get better at is my ability to convey the message from this book to you in a very simplistic manner so you can implement it into your life and enhance the quality of your life in any area that you wish. Spiritual, social, mental, physical, family, or financial. It's up to you. And it doesn't matter what area of life you wish to enhance, this book will help you do it. There's no question about that. No question at all. Let us decide the type of knowledge, specialized knowledge you need, and then let us decide and make sure that we surround ourselves with people who have the specialized knowledge that's required for us to accomplish step 1 in the 6 steps. Okay? Now, as knowledge is acquired, it must be organized and put into use for a definite purpose through practical plans. He says this, knowledge has no value except that which can be gained from its application towards some worthy end. Knowledge has no value. None. He talks about it, that how it's so important and it pays to know where and how to purchase knowledge. So of course we have, what are the sources of knowledge? Of course we have our own experience in education. We have experience in education available through other people, colleges and universities, public libraries, and then we have special training courses and home study courses. Now the home study course method of learning has been proven to be one of the most beneficial. And the reason is, number one, you have to invest your financial resources in it. And we all know if you have skin in the game, you pay attention more. You do more. There's no question about it. That's proven beyond a shadow of a doubt. So that's the one benefit. And the next benefit, if you're willing to give up part of your free time to gain specialized knowledge in some area, that proves beyond a shadow of a doubt that you're truly dedicated to your worthy cause, whatever it may be. But see, if you're not willing to sacrifice a little bit of your free time, and you're not willing to put out any financial resources, and you're just going to ho-hum through life, never gathering any more specialized knowledge than you have right now, then you can probably expect to live same old, same old. And if that's okay with you, it's okay with me. It doesn't really matter to me. It's up to you. It truly is. So, he says, successful men in all callings, and that applies to women too. He wrote the book in 1937. In all callings, never stop acquiring specialized knowledge related to their major purpose, business, or profession. Those who are not successful usually make the mistake of believing that the knowledge acquiring period ends when one finishes high school. The truth is that schooling does but little more than to put one in the way of learning how to acquire practical knowledge. I've said that for years. School is a great place for us to learn how to learn. I have a 7-year-old grandson. He's going to, what's he in, kindergarten, first grade, whatever. I want him to learn how to learn. The homework they send home with him is, he's already well beyond that. Well, he's studying this stuff. Yeah, at 7 years old, he's around this material all the time. No, we don't sit him down in a chair and read to him or anything like that. He just happens to be in the environment all the time where this material is present. Okay? So, just because you got one of them things called a diploma, and you went through the high school graduation and you got the commencement exercise, that's the beginning. That's not the end, that's the beginning. The beginning of what? The beginning of you actually putting to use the knowledge that you've been acquiring, and then to determine what specialized knowledge should you acquire so you can accomplish what you wish to accomplish in this game we call life. So really this chapter isn't hard. It's not a hard chapter to understand. General knowledge is kind of useless in regards to the accumulation of a fortune. Specialized knowledge is required, and we need to surround ourselves with people who have specialized knowledge that we do not have in areas of our business that allow us to grow and prosper. So we can help more people, we can grow our business more, maybe we can hire a few more people, maybe we can pay some more salaries out. So determine, take the time right now to sit down and determine, what specialized knowledge do you need? What specialized knowledge should you acquire so you can accomplish what you want to accomplish? And then determine, what specialized knowledge do you have to surround yourself with? And then go to work on manifesting and truly attracting these quality people into your life so they can be part of your mastermind. And we'll get to that chapter in just a few weeks here. But until then, do me a favor, hit the subscribe button. You don't want to miss any of these videos. Hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, go out to Facebook, go to Twitter, LinkedIn, all the places where all that social media stuff is happening, and find us, like us, leave a comment for us. We greatly appreciate that. And I'll do it again today because the intuitive idea just smacked me again. But today it's only one. The first person to email me, send me an email at my name. We'll use my personal email, timburgess1964@gmail.com. My name, Tim Burgess, 1964@gmail.com. You send me an email, tell me, why do you want to study this material? What do you want from this? And I will send you a brand new copy of this book, 100% on us. We're not going to ask you to pay the shipping. We're not going to ask you to pay anything. We want to do it for you. Okay? So, only one, the first person who actually takes action, intelligent action that'll help you move in the direction of your goals. But until then, I want to say thank you to Joe. Joe, it's a great privilege to be here. And if it wasn't for you, my friend, I wouldn't be here. So I want to thank you, my friend. Everybody say thank you to Joe. And as always, ladies and gentlemen, our desire, one of our greatest desires, is for this day to be the greatest day you have ever experienced in this game we call life. Yesterday doesn't matter, it's already gone. Tomorrow isn't here, we can't do anything except plan for it and prepare ourselves to receive the good we desire from that day. That's all we can do. However, today, you can allow it to be the best. Tonight, when you put your head on a pillow, please do so with a mind full of peace. Remember, calmness of mind is one of the beautiful jewels of wisdom. And may God bless each and every one of you. Have a fabulous day today.